is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrive in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Ladies and gentlemen, Bon Temps Roulette. We are ready to let the good times roll in New Orleans tonight, the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on last year's national champions, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it, this football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Championship. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The offense with three tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And 30 short to hand the ball off. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Nice grab. It's Pringle. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Back to throw. It's Moore. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, Kentucky. They draw first blood in this national title game. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with a mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. That strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. There's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And the Sun Devils looking to run some tempo here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in the road territory. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Man, I can't believe they're going for it on 4th down deep in their own territory like this. Usually, you might see this late in the game, but early, really risky decision, but it pays off.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Touchdown, Arizona State. They begin to fight back here in this championship game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. They're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Breaks free. Has the first down and more. Now here he goes. They're moving down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Run it up the middle, but stop for no gain.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Not deterred by the tackle for a loss.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Kentucky now operating in the red zone. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. A tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Tries to get it to the running back. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Sun Devils looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. Moves out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. They come to the line on 3rd down, try to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? The gun now on 3rd down. The pass is caught. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line. The Sun Devils line up on 1st and 10 now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Well, Kirk, Kentucky has the lead here. We've reached the end of one of this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on 3rd down. Direct snap. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, ASU.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
14, Kentucky, 10.
Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. He gets loose. Defense not fooled by the wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And this one goes nowhere. Why can he get back to the line of scrimmage?
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Moore. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
And the Sun Devils hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes a diving grab there. That was beautiful.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. And it's a touchdown, but there is a marker on the field. So the penalty's going to wipe away the touchdown and back up the offense. Let's see if they can overcome that mistake. Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5-wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. And ball spotted at the 17. We've been better off just taking a knee. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. The last possession, they came up empty. Went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Look out, room to run here. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Dropping back. It's Moore. On the move now. Trying to create here on the move. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring clip. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They look to throw it here on second down. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
As a design quarterback keeper, he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And the Sun Devils come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. He keeps it on the design run. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs to stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Kentucky, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Moore. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Looking for a gap. It's Pringle. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He could go. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the 1st half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. You know, he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his 1st half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
With the catch, it's Butler. And now the defense able to bring him down. The Sun Devils top of the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, ASU.
Of course, with another touchdown, this 1st half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop.
Kentucky, 10.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Dropping back. It's Moore. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Kentucky.
Gain moves it to the 35. First down again. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He escapes the pocket. Just gets it away, taking a shot. No one sails too far. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit. Wasn't able to complete this pass.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. The pass rush closing in. And no throwaway here. Quarterback forced out of bounds for a loss on the play.
Now this quarterback's a threat with his legs, but this defense has clearly done theld homework. They're not fooled at all. Good job of pushing him out of bounds for a short loss.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled just short of the 25.
And your Arizona State Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10.
And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held onto the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he's going to take a shot down the left side.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
They attack the deep middle of this defense, could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
And the Sun Devils are on the move here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
The Sun Devils come up to the line in the hurry-up. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. They break the huddle for third down and goal, and they punch it in from the 1. Design quarterback run. Touchdown, Sun Devils. This offense really clicking.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give...
The pass rush gets home.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield.
Well, it doesn't take long to figure out what kind of adjustments they made at halftime. Here we are, the very first series to start the second half in the championship game, and they're taking shots downfield. They clearly see matchups they want to take advantage of.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There's a flag down. Did the receiver push off to get separation?
I think that's his really only play here, because if he doesn't knock that defensive back away from the football, that's an interception.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He's picked for a third time tonight. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So Clemson's offense will get first crack at it today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Clemson jumps to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come.
He's going to go for a big one. He's got it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
It's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Al.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Tigers. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Looking to pass. It's Frederick. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Finds his man. It's Fareed. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. The option look. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Get a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And after the first quarter miss, guys, we're still tied up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Looking to throw, it's Frederick. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Clemson jumps to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up in the 26 with the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got it, first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Wants to keep it in the air. He uncorks one deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If they're the defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
He's looking to pass. Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.